back. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Talkative Sports Podcast. And another season has come to an end, fellas. What is this? Our second year? Second full year?
Third.
Third full year? Jeez, man, the time flies. The time flies. All right. Now we have a lot of football to talk about. A lot of you know, reactions to the top six finish, winners, losers of the season, and each of our takes on the biggest surprise of the year. But before we get to that, if you have been listening to this podcast, you know that I have had some takes on one Mr. Antonio Conte. And among those many takes, I said that if he was, able to pull out the dub and win Serie A, I'll come out here and give a public apology. So I say all that to say this, Antonio Conte, I apologize. I was wrong. You still got it. It was a hard fought year. You pulled out the dub, 1 point, and what you've done with Scott McTominay, you got it, boss.
I need you to increase your volume a little bit more because
My volume is fine, sir. My
slander
volume,
was that.
my volume
You need
is
to put some
fine,
more
sir.
decibels into that apology. Like I don't
My
think they heard
volume,
you in the back. My neighbors need to hear you apologizing to Conte right now because I know they heard the
listen,
slander.
bass is free in all these sound systems these days. Just crank up the volume, you'll be fine.
Man. But yeah, Conte is not finished. Conte still got it. He did it with the most haram squad. Gilmore, McTominay, Oliveira, De Lorenzo, Spinazzola. He lost Osimhen halfway through. He lost your boy Zach. What's his name? Kavicha.
You're wrong on that. He sent those guys away. He didn't lose them. He said, I don't need you.
He didn't need Kavicha or Osimhen to win the league.
Yep. He sent them away. He didn't lose them. He just said, I don't need you.
Well, I mean, Osimhen was on his way out. He wanted to leave. And he was like, all right, you want to leave? Good, bye. Kavicha, I don't understand the Kavicha.
Not even that. He literally said, you're not in my plans. Goodbye. He didn't
Now
even
the
give him.
Osimhen situation is very, very.
Both Osimhen and Kovic, I was surprised. Both of them. He said, you're not in my plans. Choose where you want to go. We're going to make it happen. That's what he said. He already had his players. He has his system. He has his style. He's like, you two, bye.
That even goes to show how great Conte is as a coach. Because he also did the same with Diego Costa after winning the league. He's like, my system is good. I trust my system. I don't need you. You don't make my system. My system makes the team. Salute to Conte now. And now, job's finished. He's probably going to be at another club.
Yeah, Napoli, like, yeah, we're good. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Good job.
That's the problem with
someone else.
Why don't these teams be investing in Conte after he wins the league though?
Because it's Conte. He has different demands. He has a different plan. Normally the team has their plans are going this way, and Conte is normally going that way. It's normally where his plans intersect with the team, like it did last year. Then it's like, oh, all right, great. But then when it doesn't, like Spurs and what got Marcus to Del Conte, that's what happens. It ends badly normally, but usually it ends good. Except when it comes to Spurs, there's another manager that happens too. One everywhere except Spurs. Wonder why.
They're saying he's going to Juve next.
I mean,
He could coach anywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if they say he's going to okay, maybe Barcelona, but I wouldn't be surprised if they say he's going to Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid, I can see.
Yeah, because
I can see.
don't they need a
He
new
would
coach?
be there for a while though. They would
But
trust him.
don't they need a new coach?
I don't know. That's my next check right now. Like, what's
Yeah.
going on with
They, um they had a falling out with their coach. I think they need a new coach as well.
Hasn't Simeone been there for over a decade?
Years, bro. Yeah, but they had a falling out this year. And Simeone is like, all right, I'm out. So like mutual consent, mutual separation.
he's been there over 13 years now. 2 La Ligas, 2 Europa Leagues, 2 Super Cups, 1 Copa del Rey, 1 Super Copa, 2 Champions League finals.
Yep.
Contract's supposed to expire next season, but I think they're gonna they're gonna kiss and make up because if
Gonna end
he's gonna go,
I
he
mean,
would have been gone by now.
26, 27 is when, because he extended his contract last year. So 26, 27 is his last season. So
We're in 25, 26. So yeah, 26, 27 will be next season. So he only has 1 year left right now.
no. Next season is 25, 26.
No.
Yes, we were in
Oh
24,
yeah.
25. Yeah.
You're right.
So there's a lot of time before.
Yeah, but I don't know. This is why it's interesting because they fall out. They fell out earlier in the season. They literally came out and said Antonio Conte and Atletico Madrid will not continue. They need a new coach. And I'm like, well, like what? But hey, those were the reports. So they might have to make up because Atletico Madrid, bro. Y'all, there's the coaches on the pipeline are not. They're not like it's not looking like you're getting a genius here. So
No, but I do, not on a side note though, I do like Conte for Juventus.
yeah,
Also,
hasn't he coached there before?
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure he's won there. He's
coached. Yeah,
won there
I'm sure
before.
he's coached there before.
At this point, who hasn't he coached in Serie A?
Yeah,
Who hasn't he won? It's like you want to win the league, hire Conte.
yeah. I know
I
he
don't
coached.
know. Atletico. I think Atletico will be way better for him though, because he might have the chance to be there for a while.
Yeah, but Atletico has their coach, man. Like I don't know why they're playing games.
If they're serious, well, who knows? Over 13 years is a long time to be a
Yeah,
manager. So
they have their
you
coach.
you never know. You never know.
I don't know. Atletico still have 3 more games this season, but they still have Club World Cup to play in. So maybe they're waiting to the end of that.
Wouldn't be surprised me. But before we move on, just want to say one honorable mention to Lukaku. Um, heck of a year, guy. Heck of a year. Winning your how many Scudettos do you have?
He has like three. He could have three. At
Yes,
least
two. Yes, two. Yes,
at
two.
least two. All right.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
two.
both were Conte.
Yeah.
Yeah, both were Conte.
Before we move on, Marcus, you have one more apology you need to make
To who?
to us because you said cows in 4.
Oh. Was that on? I don't think that was on the recording.
Yes, it was.
That
Was
is.
it really?
Oh no, he said it wasn't on record. It was after the show.
Ah,
It was
see, it
after.
was after
After
the
the
show.
show.
It was
It was
after the show.
after the show.
After. It
After
was
the
after.
show. But that's all right. I was wrong. You know, I didn't expect my top playmaker to miss the first two games. You know,
Okay,
And excuse me, guys, if you hear the sniffles, kind of beating out a cold.
no worries.
Um, but yeah, man, I didn't expect, Darius Garland to miss the time he missed. And then when he came back, he was basically out there with just one leg. Um, but it is what it is. If you guys make it to the finals, at least our loss would be vindicated.
They
And
will.
we lost to the eventual and the East representative
Or
in the
the NBA
finals. So,
champions.
hey,
It's okay. You can say it. Everybody's scared to say it. I don't want to say
yo,
that.
y'all not winning the finals though.
It's okay.
Y'all, the Pacers are not winning it. You know
I
what?
know. I know. We're not ever supposed to be there. I know.
Let's get back to the topic, guys. Let's get back to the topic before you get me going. All right. Premier League. All right, season's finished. Liverpool, congratulations again. Not much more I want to add to that. Not much more we could say about the year. Although, honestly, just re-sign the guys that you need to re-sign. The likes of, Virgil van Dijk was already extended. So see what you can do about Mo Salah, and then see what you can do about getting help. Um, Luis Diaz, I'm not sure if how that's gonna work because he definitely wants to start, and I feel like Cody Gakpo has definitely made a name for himself on that left wing. So I definitely see one of those two leaving in the summer.
But Szoboszlai, that's Szoboszlai's position. What they just did. I was that's why I was like, wait a minute. Y- You want to replace Szoboszlai? Sorry, go on.
Or maybe they just want to, deepen the bench.
Why
No,
would
I mean
players
if
want to
but
come
here's
and be on the bench? It
exactly.
makes no sense. Szoboszlai does not want to be on the bench. Gakpo doesn't want to be on the bench. Diaz doesn't want to be on the bench. What are they doing? But hey, man, maybe they're playing 5D chess. I don't know.
I see one of the two definitely leaving in the summer because they're gonna
Mhm.
want they're gonna want to be Mo Salah status in terms of when you print the team sheet to start filling it out, there's two names on there that come printed. Mo Salah and Luis Diaz, for example, or Mo Salah and Cody Gakpo, and then you fill in the rest. So,
Yeah, all four of those players are going to want to be that guy.
Well, all of those players did like make their like their 11 where they had the most starts. Like if you just like make 11 out of whoever started the most, they did start more often than not. So I don't know. Is there maybe I missed it. Is there somebody they're signing to take their spot, or like what? I don't understand
oh, have you been keeping up with the news? Yo, they hijacked the Florian Wirtz deal. Florian Wirtz said he's all for Liverpool, and now they basically I think they submitted their first official offer in the last 48 hours or so, and
Yeah,
yeah, that's looking like it's about to be a done deal by the end of the
yeah.
week.
Florian Wirtz is going to Liverpool. Frimpong already done, and then
Frimpong's already signed and sealed and delivered.
Marquez, the guy that I wanted Chelsea to at least look at him. They didn't have a looking at him. He's going to Liverpool.
Oh,
So
is that official?
not official yet, but it's in the works.
Marquez, how do you spell that?
Kerkerez.
Yo,
No,
Marquez.
just Kerkez.
I found it,
Kirkez.
my guy. I found it, my guy.
Yeah, I mean Liverpool, they're really making some moves this summer, man. But
They are making
the
moves.
Florian Wirtz
They
one,
are making moves.
the Florian Wirtz one is confusing. Like, why wouldn't you just get a striker? I don't know, man. I don't
I
know.
mean, that could still be in the works, but
well, I mean, they definitely. I mean, Darwin Nunes is gonna go,
1,000%.
so they, maybe just.
What if they're not planning on partying with Darwin? What if? Just think about it. What if?
I mean, if they need
Impossible.
somebody to play in the fifth round of the League Cup, he's there. But I
Not
don't.
not just playing the fifth round of the League Cup. They need someone to blame when things go wrong. Darwin Nunes is a scam. I'm just waiting for that. Just waiting.
All right, but congrats again to Liverpool for winning the chip. We'll see what they do. Um, moving on. So we're working our way through the top four right now. The finished as is Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea. Um, and that's the top four. Top six, you throw in Newcastle and Aston Villa, and Nottingham Forest for seven, and those are your European representatives, I believe.
Is it interesting to point out the fact that Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Nottingham Forest all lost on their last day?
They choked,
Just
but
saying.
the club who deserves to be fourth didn't choke.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Also, Crystal Palace in the Europa League, Spurs in the Champions League. Let's not forget them.
Let's go. And Newcastle got kicked out.
They're there. They're in Champions League. They ain't champion. Man, you did them a favor by beating Aston Villa. I think they
Okay,
made it on goal difference. Shout out Isak.
okay, okay. So wow, we had a lot of English clubs in Europe next season. That's actually insane.
Look, this season was amazing. I love this season. We got Liverpool winning the league and not Man City for the fifth time in a row. We had Newcastle winning the League Cup, first trophy in 70 plus years. Crystal Palace winning their first major trophy ever. And we have the worst team in the Premier League, the worst Premier League team winning their Europa League to make it to the Champions League.
Bro, like it goes the relegation zone and then Tottenham.
Yeah. They're literally the worst. Like you can say, they're like the teams that got promoted up are not better than Tottenham. They're not Champions League teams. So yeah, they did it somehow. I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy the way the season rolled out, especially with Man City barely qualifying for the Champions League and Arsenal.
Barely, bro. We finished.
Wow,
You have 69 points. I see us with 71.
two.
So
We
if we
finished.
barely, what did you do?
Oh, we finished exactly. We met our goal. Y'all's goal was to 5P and win something else.
Oh
We
no, well I don't know.
barely,
That was a goal for some, but
we barely.
I did not have. Those were delusional goals. Nah, me personally, I just wanted to win a trophy. We didn't get that, so it's tough. But considering how the season looked at the end of December, I'll take this. If you told me back in December that we were going to finish third, qualify for Champions League,
Y'all were gonna finish third. Y'all were,
what?
yeah,
What?
y'all were gonna
Bro,
finish outside top four.
I'm pretty sure we
bro,
said
at one
that.
point in the season we were eighth.
Okay, so what? At what point in the season we're 10th?
That's
There was still
crazy.
a lot of games to go though.
Yeah, yeah.
One thing we
Huh.
always knew Arsenal weren't gonna win, and we always knew Nottingham Forest was gonna drop off.
Yeah, we
And
knew
Newcastle also went on their losing streak in the middle of the season, so it was there for the taking.
y'all went on to win that little mini win streak. What everyone-
Especially after y'all went out and had the spent the most in the January transfer window ever. Like
Because we didn't spend anything in the summer, unlike our peers.
yeah,
So
but like that was a mistake.
that
We came
dude,
back.
we're wrong.
definitely a mistake considering how the first half of the season went. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
And
Any
Tottenham,
surprises? Any surprises from the top six?
okay. I was gonna say Tottenham winning Europa League is kind of like Chelsea winning Champions League the first time.
Yeah, finished 12th that year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Chelsea were different. That was like our first really down year. But
And-
we were still
and-
Chelsea.
Fired our coach mid-season.
Yeah. I don't even remember who we fired. Was it? Oh, it was Villas Boas. Okay.
AVB.
Yeah. But I'd say my surprise isn't in the top six. It will be Nottingham Forest dropping that low. I'm just like, wow.
Nah, I'm not surprised on that.
I would still think with the way
I'm not surprised on that.
I'm just like, how did y'all manage to
I mean,
go that all the way? Everybody else, I'd say them sliding down to fifth or sixth, okay, but like seventh after they were en route to finish second is like a long slide.
No surprise on
I
that.
mean, they don't have the depth. That's really what it comes down to. I mean, you just have to look at Newcastle and Aston Villa, for example, just ahead of them, right? Look at what they've spent on their bench the last couple of years.
Rashford.
This is the first time Nottingham has had a serious run like this, and just like Aston Villa and Newcastle, the first after the first time they finished up here with the big dogs, they jumped into the market and started, fulfilling out their bench while also getting a few key pieces here and there. For in Aston Villa's case, that was Ollie Watkins while they were filling up the bench, and for Nottingham Forest, I mean not Nottingham, for Newcastle United, that was the signings of Harvey Barnes and them. So you know
They
now
also
that
only signed Wayne Hennessy in the on a free transfer in the January window, so that could have been it. I don't know why their owner was squeezing face these past few games. He signed Wayne Hennessy.
Fronted. Fronted Nuno.
Yeah, like dude,
Itch.
you signed Wayne Hennessy on a free
So,
transfer, a
with some
6 month
earbuds,
loan.
with some earbuds that you still have to plug into the iPhone, and everybody was cooking him in the chat that he can't afford AirPods, even though he's a
It was
billionaire.
only poor. It was only poor people cooking him, man. And once I see that type of phone, I'm like, yeah, this guy probably has money, and he does. He owns the entire team. He doesn't look like it, and that's
But
how
he doesn't have
millionaires move.
AirPods. My God, it's okay.
Yeah, AirPods are hackable. Yeah. You can't hack the wired ones. That's just billionaire moves. He has an iPhone 7. That phone is probably jailbroken 7 different type of ways.
Doesn't even have a phone
But
cover.
yeah, he didn't. He maybe with all the money he's saving on that phone, he could have signed them a couple players in the January transfer window.
Right, right.
you're just
Like my
rude.
guy doesn't even have a phone case, like a cover for his phone.
Yeah, it was a
All
white
there,
iPhone 7 with
all
like
out there. No,
wired
if
air.
he lost that phone, you know he's gonna have to replace that. But all out
Nah, chump change to
there,
him.
and then a plug-in earphone. And the chats are like, yo, like he can't afford a
I'm
real.
not even sure AirPods would work with that iPhone 7. They'd probably be like Bluetooth connectivity issues. So
Maybe, yeah.
yeah.
No, different. All right, let's get back to the top. Get back. Um, you know, this is actually a good transition. Let's transition to first off, biggest winner of the season.
Oh, Spurs. What?
Okay,
Easily
okay.
Spurs. Easily Spurs. It's not even close.
Spurs had like a better season than literally everyone but Liverpool. Like all them losses, nobody cares anymore. Like
Nobody.
they
22
lost
times.
22 games. None of that matters. None of those losses matter. They're in the Champions League. Poor, what's it? Ange is staying. They're up. They made money. They like
And
qualifying for the Champions
season
League alone.
three is always better than season two.
Yeah, he dropped another ball. Like Ange, I'm watching you, but like that's bars and like qualifying for the Champions League alone. That's like at least 200 mil in their bank account.
Cha-ching!
Like they're gonna give him the players he needs to play his system,
And winning Europa League. That's
plus
gonna be like
some money.
70 mil extra.
Yeah, like
Actually, let's see what how much they won.
If anything, they at least got some TV rights, TV money from it. And Daniel Levy
Is
is
that correct?
sitting pretty.
It says 5 million.
Oh, not that much.
that's it.
That's their TV money then.
Nah, it's 25.
Nah, but yes,
Runners
but
up is
that's
5 million.
the
Because
20. The
the
20
losers, the losers
includes
also
what they
get
could
money.
make from Champions League next season.
Because
Well, does he also include Super Cup?
the losers also get money. It's like
Yeah, like Man U got like 5 mil, but like most of it goes to Chelsea because of Mason.
Yes, sir.
Like I'm looking at this UEFA Champions League prize money is also 25. Now I can't trust. I can't. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know, man, because
But I think Champions League is different because you get more money per game and per round you go up in. I'm not sure about how it works. Like Conference League is saying 7 mil.
Okay. Well, either way,
yeah,
They get some
for Zach is the Spurs. Is Spurs. Shags, you agree with that? Biggest surprise, biggest winner of the season was Spurs.
biggest winner. If not it, yeah, in the league it has to go to Spurs, man. They saved their entire future of their club there. You know, Crystal Palace, if they lost the FA Cup, right? They lost the FA Cup, they're supposed to lose against Man City. Non-Forest, if they lost the League Cup, they're kind of supposed to lose that one. Chelsea qualifying, Man City, Arsenal, where they're supposed to be. It has to go to Spurs.
Okay. Then we're in a full agreement across the board, full agreement across the board. All right. Let's look at the flip side. The biggest loser of the season.
Man U.
that's not hard. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's easily Man U. Well, I told I told our people last episode, trade everybody, sell everyone, bring the house down, and build it back up with Amarin's players. If you have to go with youth players this year, do it. Because I think youth players probably would have gotten them 13th, honestly.
Yo, you also said sell Bruno, and now that
Sell
100
every
million
100 million?
has come in, they
A
need to,
100 million bid came in from who? From
Saudi,
Saudi Arabia?
yeah,
they need
I
to.
mean, he has to want to agree to play there first before.
700K a week. What is there to think about?
Just accept it. Just accept
Also, you give your club here have 100 million. You need to rebuild. Sell everybody. Now they have license to get rid of everybody.
everyone.
Like they're starting off right now with 100 mil.
And when I say everyone, there's maybe only three players that are safe: Mount, Euro, Dorgu. I guess Mino, but everyone else leaves. That's my take on it. Everyone. That's starting with the strikers. If you can't sell the strikers, loan them out. But they
Strikers
need to be
definitely
out.
gotta go.
They need to
Strikers
be out of
definitely
here.
gotta go.
Yeah.
Definitely
Then you're
gotta
still
go.
gonna get money for the likes of Anthony and Rashford.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have a nice transfer case. And I said in that
And
episode that they should focus on.
Ahmad is a very good weapon that they could use to sell for 45 million, 40, 45 million. Easy. Easy. Anybody wants Ahmad. Anybody.
Especially seeing how Chelsea finished fourth, like with the youngest team in the league officially.
Mhm.
Manchester United could do very well by targeting. They don't need to go out and get. Maybe they need one blockbuster signing, and maybe that's Joe Corres.
Give him his
If he
striker.
wants to come. Joe
If
Corres, that's it.
what I know about coaches is if you want them to see their full game plan, give them their striker.
But everything else, all them other positions, you have your academy, and you have like all these stars,
Yep.
these other teams that want to play
Yep.
first team football.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to them. Give him his style
Is
of player.
Rashford
And
coming
let
back?
him build.
Is Rashford coming back?
I mean, he doesn't want to, but right now, because Aston Villa doesn't want to make it permanent,
He's
so
coming back. Is Mantony coming back?
no, I don't think. I think they'll make it permanent, and
Oh,
then he's trying to. He had
so
a phenomenal season, so he like,
Betis was able to hold a fundraiser with their crowd and get the money to pay him.
Rashford is available for 40 mil.
Aston Villa's not doing that. If they're not gonna start him, they're not gonna pay 40 million.
I mean, who would pay 40 million for Rashford?
Some teams would, but not Aston Villa.
Me personally, I'm not paying you a dime over 30 million.
Of course not. You're Man City. That's we're not asking you. With Nottingham
Rashford
Forest.
is still in his prime. Let's not forget this kid is
No, no,
28.
that's what I'm saying.
30 million.
No, but what I'm saying is, would Nottingham Forest pay 40 million for Rashford? Yep. Would Crystal Palace pay 50 million for Marcus Rashford?
Okay, now
Yeah.
Nottingham
Yeah,
Forest,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
if they're serious about staying up, that's a good signing.
Would Fulham pay for Rashford?
Fulham,
Yes.
that club is just nonsense.
Okay, but still, I'm saying like, there's clubs out there who would pay for Rashford. There are. I mean, I could even see an Italian team paying for Rashford.
I mean, if Conte stays at Milan, that man's trying to. I mean, Milan.
No, he's not.
Conte stays at Napoli, that man's trying
No.
to create a damn super team over there.
Yeah, but Napoli, they don't want to pay for it.
No, didn't you? I think that he's staying for real, because Napoli is about to finalize the KDB transfer.
True, true.
Oh, what did I say? I said this man isn't done. I told you guys. I told you guys this man is not finished. I said it.
Bro,
I,
let's see.
I
It's still 50-50 though. You never know what might happen over
If
there.
he
But
doesn't go to Napoli, he'll probably go to Bayern. If he doesn't go to Bayern, he'll probably go to Dortmund. If he doesn't go to Dortmund, he'll probably go to Aston Villa. He's not finished. Not finished.
he's definitely finishing the Premier League. He's not playing for another club.
Nah, he's not finished in the
If
Premier
he's not resigning for City, he's
Nah,
not
I don't
resigning.
think he
He's not
just.
in the Premier
I
League.
I'm not even saying whether I'm not saying this decision even has a role to play in terms of whether it depends on his physicality. I think he's just not going to do it out of respect.
Yeah,
He's a Man City legend. I don't think he wants to put on another club's kit,
they're giving him a
at least Premier
statue.
League club. Yeah,
He's
How
not.
can you give a statue?
He's not going to another Premier League club.
I
Oh
don't.
yeah, by the way, Betis are trying to figure out how to keep Anthony, and
Yeah, they're raising money
it's
with
looking like another loan. If
with their
any,
crowd, with their crowd funds.
it's probably going to be a loan with an obligation, if anything.
Hmm?
yeah, because he's had a phenomenal season with them
Wait,
on
is
loan.
Greenwood coming back?
I don't know.
No, that's been made permanent a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Wait, that's permanent?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was on loan the whole season. Yeah, they have to sell everyone. They really do. Like this is not a up for debate. They have to sell everyone. Get rid of everyone.
Yeah, it's he's permanent at Marseille now. They got 25 mil for him. Hmm.
Yep. Like I said,
I think the Man U rebuild is going to be like one of the most
even their youth
interesting
even
stories.
their youth team could get them 10th to 13th place.
They did sign that one kid from like Arsenal, like in
Ooh, what's his
January.
name?
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but
Exactly.
it'll be interesting. Well, I was consoling my Man U fans. I'm like, yo, I'm not saying y'all deserve this, but this is what
It
y'all.
can't get worse than this. If it gets worse than this, see you in the championship.
Yeah, like it,
Yeah, it really can't get worse than this.
it only gets better from this.
Yeah,
Like you
but
have a
they
good
need
coach.
they really need to sell everyone. Like I'm not that like, yeah, sure, we can all laugh at that, but like I'm being so serious. Like they need to rebuild right now, or else
Sure, I'm
they
sure
could be
De
in the
Gea now.
championship.
I'm sure De Gea
Literally.
now is now looking back and saying, "Thank you for doing me this favor."
Miguel is loving it. McTominay is loving it. Sancho, I'm
Yep,
sorry, we're gonna be back there.
but he'll be in Dortmund.
Sancho's gonna be back there in a month or
He's only
two.
gonna go back there to get the rest of his stuff and then go back to
Yeah,
Europe. He's not gonna stay in England.
yeah, but like with Amarim, and like this isn't the first time he's gone to a club and sold everybody. He did it the same thing at Sporting too. He went there, he sold everybody. Next year they won the league.
Yep.
And then they won like two more leagues. They went unbeaten actually. I think the next year. So
Yep.
it's like just trust in Amarim. Like you're gonna finish top 10 if you trust in him easily. You might not win anything, but you'll be much better off. Like That's all you got to do. Just trust the process with or your new coach.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. But Man U is definitely trigger happy. But to your point, speaking of the trigger, they did trigger Cunha's release clause. So it looks like he should be undergoing a medical pretty soon and looking like he might be a new Man U player by the end of this week.
And that tells me that they do have money to spend, man. They're spending 60 mil real quick on Cunha out of nowhere. Arsenal, look at y'all. You're always not pulling trigger quick enough on attacking players. Like now he's over at Man U, so it's
Only
like
That
thing that
wait, that release clause is really 60 million.
only thing I have to
60,
say
62.5 million.
only thing I have to say about the Cunha signing is hopefully a year from now it doesn't end like the end of Interstellar.
look, man.
Because I
Personal
get it,
terms, listen, personal
I
terms
get
have
it,
already been agreed
I
for
get
a
it.
5-year deal.
Signing Mateus Cunha, okay, flashy player, okay, but that's not who Amarim needs first. Like Mateus Cunha should not be the priority, and that's what it looks like they were making a
I'm
priority.
not. I don't think they made it. I don't think it's a priority. I think it's more they
60
saw the.
million off day one.
I think they saw that he was available and was willing to
Those,
come, and they had to pull the trigger quick before other people got interested in
yeah,
turning.
but you
I
don't
think
need
that's
a
something they're worried.
Mateus Cunha though. You don't
Well,
really.
it is needed if they're gonna get rid of everybody.
No, they're getting there. All the strikers are gone. That's what this signing
He's
tells
not a
us.
striker. Like
No, he
it,
plays behind.
we,
What is
He
a winger?
yeah.
he's not a striker. He's
He
not a
plays out
striker.
there. He
But
plays out there.
he's not a striker. That's what you don't understand. He's basically Nkunku who's more athletic. He's not strictly
It's
a
a
striker.
attacking mid. Is a 10.
Yeah. Yes.
But like
You don't
still
need
like
a 10. You don't need
they don't have a 10.
Amarim doesn't play with regular tens. That's why he wants Mason Mount there. Mason Mount is kind of a 10, but not really. He doesn't play with like traditional tens. He plays with like half eights, half tens. So I'm just confused. Like, dude, get him this guy striker. That should be the
Well,
first
he also
player.
plays on the left
The
wing, so
first
that's something of
player
a trouble area
that
for.
man you should have gotten is Victor G. That's the first player they should have gotten. Like soon as the season over, Victor G is here. The fact that they're getting Mateus Cunha is somewhat troublesome, but we'll see.
I mean, it's Man U, bro.
Yeah,
You
that's
go.
what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's Man U. You're gonna do what Man U does. Like you're dropping 60 mil for Mateus. Isn't Victor G also 60 mil around the same rating?
Why not both?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why would you spend it on Mateus Cunha first when you know that you don't need a 10? You're gonna need a striker. It's just baffling. But hey, this just I don't even think Amorim cleared this. I think this is just Ineos just doing Ineos things. Just saying. I
Now
don't
there's
think.
a problem with Ineos.
No,
Yo,
I'm not saying it's a problem with Ineos. I mean, they finished 17th for a reason. Ineos got those players. It wasn't Amorim, was it?
that's fair.
So you're letting the same people who got the players that got you 17th to make the decisions. And they're not making the decisions based on the manager that they hired. They're still making decisions based on we are Ineos, we are Manchester United. Okay.
Well, we don't know we don't
I
know
can't,
that for sure yet. You know,
can't wait.
Emmerman might have wanted Cunha.
I doubt it.
Is Cunha
Well,
uh,
time will tell. Time will tell.
Brazilian?
Time will
Yeah,
tell.
Brazilian.
Yeah, But yeah, Cunha literally came from the same club and Cuckoo came from Leipzig, and they played in the same position. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Well, at least Cunha is Premier League tested.
I don't.
You know that man can score. You know
Yeah,
that man
no. He's
can
primarily tested, but he can't. He showed up wanting a bunch of times. He didn't pass.
Yeah,
he
but you know that's how it is when you play for Wolves.
took the test. He didn't pass. He didn't pass. Not enough.
Well, well,
He passed enough to get that man. You
that's what I was about to
one
say.
My
position.
point exactly. That's
6 goals and 15 assists for Wolves
in how many years, Pa? How many
this
years?
year. Just this in the league alone.
6 goals.
6 goals and 15
Nice
assists.
job. Nice job.
I mean, it's 15 league goals. It's 15, not league goals, 15 goals altogether.
Yeah, but he
So,
didn't score 15 goals. He had 15 assists. So that means that someone else had to be there that was
no,
more than.
he just gave you the league. I'm giving you the season. He scored 15 goals this year, this
Oh,
season.
For
oh
the season.
no.
Yes,
All
yes,
counts.
yes,
Premier
all
League.
comes. Yeah, I know. He gave you Premier League.
Yeah, but that's what I'm focused on Premier League because they finished.
Well,
15 goals and 6 assists. I read it wrong. I read it wrong. It was
Oh,
backwards.
okay.
15 goals and
How
6
many
assists.
goals did he score in the Premier League?
15.
15. Okay,
15
yeah, yeah. I
goals
read it wrong too.
and
15, 15.
6 assists in the Premier
Oh,
League.
in just the Premier League.
Just this year. Yeah, just the Premier League.
Not wait. I thought Marcus said it was all comps.
No, no, no. I read it wrong on my part too.
Okay. Okay. Well, I no. I mean, I hope he scores for them, man. But he's not a striker, so we'll see.
You know what? This is probably the best goal threat that would have walked through that Manchester locker
No,
room
because
in quite a
I
long
mean,
time.
he's better than the other guys they have, but like you could just get the manager, his guy, who
Maybe that guy,
over 100 goals.
I mean,
At least.
maybe this is guy number one for the managers. You
that
never know.
guy, the managed guy is a way tougher get than Cunha though. Cunha, easy
Yes,
peasy, pay release clause. You want to come?
but
Boom,
but
done.
that's my point. That's my point.
No, but your
They're
cards will be a way harder to get though.
but they're not going after what they need. They're going after what's convenient. And normally we know how that ends. But I rest my case. Yeah, it's gonna be going after what you need is not gonna be easy.
But
But
what if they go after what they need and then they miss out on Cunha and they don't get what they need at the end
they
of the
don't
day?
need Acuna. They need a striker. They don't need a 10. That's what I'm saying. Like Cunha is a good player to have, but they don't need him. They need a striker and they need defenders. They don't need a 10.
They still do need attack.
No, they need players, but they don't need a 10. They don't need Cunha's position, is what I'm
They
saying.
need that 15 goals.
That should be the last. That
I
should
don't
be
think
the last.
anybody on their squad
Like,
scored 15 goals this year.
is Cunha
I
going to?
mean, talking about. Hold on, wait. Hold on, wait. Talking
Is
about.
Cunha
Wait,
going to score 15 goals for Man U next year?
He'll get
what?
15 goals and assists.
For Man U, you're going to guarantee that.
15 goals and assists.
Oh, 15 goals and assists.
Yeah.
I thought
Man
no.
U's a different ball game, you know?
But thanks for making my point. They don't need that. They could get that from somewhere else. That's what I'm
Name
saying.
them. Name them.
What? They could get it from youth players. Literally. They could get it from Mason Mount. Anyone. 15 goals and assists is nothing. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't need to spend 60 million for 15 goals and assists.
No, if that's nothing, man. I don't think that's
15
nothing.
goals and assists is not
It's not nothing for them. Let's see.
it's not worth 60 million.
Ahmad, Mount, and Holland all score 5 plus 8. That's 13.
Yeah.
It's something.
Bro, it's nothing. It's nothing.
It's something.
Like
Bro, he just gave you 4 players combined to make 13, and they're talking about it's nothing from one
It's something.
from.
Even Bruno only scored 10 goals in the league.
that's still a lot.
Eight
That's
goals in
still
the
a
league.
lot for a Man
8
U
goals.
player. And he scored that from midfield. So yeah, you don't need a 10. You need a striker.
Well, maybe they're doing. You said there's a whole brand new rebuild. Like we don't know
Hey
if
man,
Amarin is a yes or no on this.
this is
Maybe he's
probably
a
the first piece of the puzzle. This is
yeah.
probably the
This
first
is
piece of the
That's
puzzle.
why I said time will tell, but it doesn't seem like a smart move spending 60 million already on a position you don't really need. That's what I'm saying. You could let Mateus Cunha go somewhere else. You could get another Mateus Cunha who works better for your system, who will actually track back and play some defense, who will actually finish more of those opportunities. But hey, we'll see.
Hey, this is what they want. All
Yeah.
right, last thing before we move on from Premier League. I know we had said that Nottingham Forest was the biggest surprise of the big seven of the top seven, but who do we have for the biggest surprise of the season? Me personally, I'll go first. I didn't think it was possible to get under 20 points in 38 matches.
That's still not the
And
worst.
then to only get
Is it Ipswich Town?
Southampton.
Southampton, 12
Southampton.
points, bro, 12 points.
It's
Bro,
still not the worst.
they played 38, bro, they played 38 matches.
Who let them up here, anyways?
They played 38 matches and only scored twice. Only got
Whoever
two
let them
wins.
up needs to be slapped. A big
Bro, they
slap.
have a negative 60 goal difference. I need to see how many goals they scored.
Yeah, who let them up here, anyways? Like, bro, bring back Sunderland, man. Bring back Watford. Bring back Cardiff City. All right. Bring back Blackpool if you have to.
Bring
Like,
back Portsmouth. Bring back Bolton.
yeah, Bolton, Middlesbrough,
Leeds.
Leeds United.
Like, this is crazy because, and this kind of goes like the biggest surprise for
Always
me is
simply
Southampton, but the entire relegation zone is really a surprise because like the relegation zone has always been like its separate battle, right? You have the top four that's a battle all year for the title, for Champions League positions, all that stuff. But then you have the battle of this is the real
Was
gritty
so
stuff. This is war down here. To war to stay in the Premier League. And this season it was just you knew in December the three teams that were out.
I say the championship, for as tough as it is to get into the Premier League, I think the gap between the teams that have stayed just keeps rising because they keep spending crazy. And last year we saw the same thing. All three promoted teams went down. This year, all three promoted teams went. Even Leicester with Jamie Vardy going down. The Premier League is just a different level, you know. Um, it's rough for them down there. It's rough. They like Burnley. Burnley got relegated after coming straight back down, and then they went down there unbeaten in the championship this year. They scored 100 points, 100 plus points in the championship, and next year is like who are they gonna who are they gonna relegate? Because now in order to stay, they have to relegate someone. Who do we see? Burnley. We got Burnley. We got Sunderland, and
Mouth, Everton, Nottingham Forest is still on the chopping block.
the three teams that went up was Leeds, Burnley, and Sunderland. Who are we? Who do we see
So
going
you're
down?
asking me who they could get relegated, and I told you the team, name of the teams.
Bournemouth,
Yep.
definitely.
I don't think Bournemouth is about to fall
And
off like that.
Nottingham Forest. They're on the chopping.
Nottingham
I
Forest.
don't think Nottingham Forest is gonna fall off like that.
I know. It sounds crazy right now. I know, but Nottingham Forest not making top four might be the biggest mistake of the.
No, if anything, I'll tell you the chopping block right now. I'll tell you the chopping block right now. Wolves, they're about to lose Cunha. There's about to be nothing left on that squad.
They'll be
It's
fine.
about to be a husk.
They'll be fine.
Wolves, Everton, Everton always
I
finds
said
themselves down
Everton.
there.
Yeah, I said
Okay. Everton always finds themselves down there. And honestly, it
no.
depends. It depends what signings they're able to come in.
No,
But
Everton.
I gotta put West Ham down there.
no, come on, man.
I gotta
No.
put West Ham down there. I
Wow,
gotta put
you're a
West Ham
hater.
down there.
You're a hater. You're just a hater. It's okay.
What? They're lucky the fight wasn't as competitive as it's been in previous years.
It'll be fine
In
next
previous
year.
years, they would have been firmly in the fight.
They hired the wrong
Graham
coach.
Potter getting relegated.
He's not getting relegated. That's what I'm saying. They hired the wrong coach. They figured it out, and they're fine. Wolves, they just got 63 million. 60 million for Cunha. Amazing. They'll be fine. But Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, because those two teams, I really thought that, well, Bournemouth is losing one of their best players. They're probably going to lose, what's his name also? Their top goal scorer.
Bro, Nottingham Forest just is returning to Europe for the first time in 30 years. They're
That's
going
why
to
I'm saying
invest
they
in
might
that
get
team.
relegated. That's
They're not,
that's my
man.
point. Thank you. That's why I'm saying they might get relegated. Yeah,
Conference League and relegation. Jesus.
I'm telling you, bro. They might win Europe and get relegated.
I think Everton are definitely not. They be holding on to that Premier thing. There's too much pride
They're
there.
going,
They've never been relegated.
but they're going to be in relegation battle though. They're
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
be.
yeah. I mean, Moyes.
Because you asked me who could Burnley relegate. I'm just giving you the teams that I think could get relegated. You know,
Fulham playing games too. They're gonna drop too.
Fulham is fun. No man, Fulham they always figure it out. They always figure it out.
At least one of them teams that came up is going right back down.
Of course, maybe all of them. Maybe probably all of them.
I think Burnley going right back down. I'm not gonna front. Like Leeds United and Burnley score 100 points. They might both go right back down. I'm not gonna front. Sunderland,
If Bournemouth lose
Rough.
Kirkes and their center back is going to Real Madrid, y'all don't understand. Like Bournemouth is losing some important players. So
Man, we'll see.
Hey
We'll see.
Marcus, what was
they
your
might
vote
be in
for again?
trouble. What?
Oh, biggest surprise of the season. I was about to bring it back to y'all because I said mine. Mine was the relegation zone, basically.
Biggest surprise for me? Um, biggest surprise of the season. Biggest surprise of the season is I guess it would have to be the way Liverpool won it so easily. Um, they didn't even have any competition with anyone from like day one. Um, the Premier League was lost in the first month of the season for like every other team. Um, yeah, that has to be my biggest surprise of the season. Just how easy um YNWA won it.
I would say my biggest surprise is how badly Man City fell
They finished third.
after the Rodri thing. Like that like it was everything I prayed for, but it was still really shocking to watch. I couldn't even hate properly. Um but I guess that's just in combination with your top pick. But for me, I have two. And it's Spurs number one,
Okay.
because I'm like, there's
Yeah,
absolutely no reason why y'all will finish 17th. No way. But you still did win. You still did manage to save your season. But really,
that wasn't a surprise though, because you picked them to win Europa League.
no. Their league finish. Their league finish was surprising to me. Very surprised. I thought they would do better their last season. I thought they would at least retain that Europa like through the league phase.
That's a shame.
Well, I didn't, but
Manchester United, I'm not surprised about them.
no surprise. I had them below
I
10.
told them to sack their coach in the summer. They didn't listen to me, so good for them. But
But Eric Ten Hag is back.
yeah,
88 is back.
he's back at Leverkusen.
And two clubs are fighting over him.
Yeah, I think it's officially confirmed for Leverkusen now.
Yeah,
Nice.
confirmed. I do think he's gonna do a good job over there.
Yeah. But yeah, my biggest surprise is still, yeah, it's between City and Spurs right there. City and Spurs. 'Cause I didn't think one player could just knock out their entire trajectory like that.
Man,
Wow.
They finished third. That's what I'm saying.
only those who really pay
It's
attention to
not
the
the
squad
worst. It's
would
not
see
that
that we never had a replacement or somebody who could come in and spell for Rodri.
No, but what I'm saying is like, if they finish fifth or they finish third in top four,
That's why I said they barely finished top four. They barely.
All I know is we finished ahead of you. So if we finished
yeah.
barely, what did you do?
We also finished. We also barely. It went down
Oh,
to
okay,
the
okay,
wire
okay.
for both
All
of
right.
us.
As long as you're consistent.
The last day.
Well, at least for us, that's where we were supposed to be. It was always gonna be a struggle for us.
Yeah, but like you just said, they didn't have their best players, so they were gonna struggle. But they didn't. They only finished third, so that's not that bad. They still made a cup final. It's not that bad. Even with Rodri, there was no guarantee that they're gonna win everything. Still not that bad when you from the grand scheme of things.
They're still human.
Man
Where is
spitting.
Haaland?
The
Haaland has
man's
been
spitting.
missing for like half the season, man.
Haaland's been missing. You
Are we
know how
gonna
many goals? Do you know how many goes he scored?
are we
Do you
gonna
know
talk
how many goals he
about Foden
scored?
being missing?
Who's been missing though?
Where's Phil Foden?
Thank you.
You
Where's
know
Anthony
he's
Taylor?
Not
been injured.
missing.
He
He's been
has not
injured.
been
He's
injured.
been bro.
He's been
Hey,
benched.
go look it up. He's been injured. He's had a tough season. He's had a tough season with his health. He's had a tough season with his health.
Excuses. Number
He's
one,
had
Foden
he's had
apologies.
he's had a tough season with his health. Don't
I
worry.
mean, I am all about having children. I think children are great, but I think he's spending too much time with Philly Jr. All right. I mean, like I said, children are great. No, nothing with that. But I'm just saying, like, bro, like Philly Jr. needs time with his friends, bro. All right. Just take some
This
time.
man was not even injured, bro. Go and check the transfer market. This man only missed 3 games out of actual injury, bro.
Bro,
He has
he
an
hasn't
undue
been
and an ankle.
fit.
He was not
He
injured.
hasn't. Transfer market is not keeping up with all the reports that
No,
come
he
out. There's
wasn't
a
fit.
ESPN. Listen,
No,
there's an
he was
ESPN. Go
Injuries.
look up. Go look at the report. Go look at the report.
If you are in the match day squad, you're fit. Let's just say it that way.
Listen, man.
You're fit enough to play. All right. If someone gets injured, you might not be 100%, but that means you're at least 90%. You're ready to go.
I just think he was having fun this year. After winning Player of the Year, spending more time
We
with
thought it was sweet.
Ice Spice in Dubai.
I mean,
He was just having his fun this year.
Go
That's
ahead.
what I
Talk all your talk.
well, that's
We'll
the
be
thing.
back next year.
Marcus,
We'll be back next
if
year.
next season, at the end, we're having this same conversation,
You know we won't
that's
be.
going to be a whole nother apology. Just say.
You know we won't be.
You did
You know
say
we
in the
won't be.
chat, I told you Foden isn't going to win any more individual trophies. That was
Okay.
the last one.
That's your
And
that's your foolish belief, not my own. All right. And with that, that brings us to the end of yet another episode. If you've been with us for this long, as always, we appreciate you.
Wait, hold up
Wait,
now.
what do you mean hold up?
Wait,
person we need to talk about.
wait now.
Who's the
There
other
is-
person?
We need to throw more flowers his way. He might win a quadruple. Mr. Luis Enrique.
Oh, yeah. Congrats. Wait, no. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Won everything but Champions League. That's all that's left. If they win Champions League, it will be 4. It will be 4.
That's fine.
It will be 4.
Also, I was gonna say, yes, there's also apart from the Champions League final, there's a Conference League final. All right,
Oh, yeah, y'all playing this Friday, right?
tomorrow,
Oh,
Tomorrow.
it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And
and then
what-
Champions League is on.
tell me, what is a better birthday gift than to watch my team win Conference League final?
Wait, tomorrow's your birthday. Oh, I'm a terrible friend.
What is a better birthday than to watch my team win Conference League final? If Marcus,
Anthony will come in and score a hat trick.
oh God, please don't. Please don't, because he actually probably could. Please don't.
He has at most one goal in him, but it's gonna be we're gonna win in 90 minutes.
He's got a goal in him, man.
I know Anthony.
Yeah.
I know Anthony has been the man, but like, I 100% guarantee Chelsea win in that 90 minutes. Like, they're gonna win. Even if we don't,
Right.
we're not losing.
I will guarantee us winning the Club World Cup before I guarantee us winning tomorrow.
Club World Cup is a tough ask, but we'll see. Marcus, what about your team? You see you're all winning the Club World Cup.
It's preseason. What's the tough ask? I don't get it.
Postseason. It's not preseason. It's postseason.
Preseason, same thing. Like, what's so tough about it? You played these teams before. You know these guys.
Give
You
me a couple
probably go to
weeks.
the same-
I need to see because we have some
the
key
same-
departures.
Like, what's so
that need
hard
to
to
be
win
made.
in this Club World Cup? I don't get it. I don't.
What I'm saying is we have like at least 6 teams that are better than us in that competition.
So
This ain't no Crystal Palace, Fulham,
this ain't Champions
Congo,
League. What I'm saying is, this is not Champions League.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of Champions League teams in there, though.
So
It's a whole bunch of champions in there.
who cares? This
Okay,
is
well,
basically post preseason. Like, there's no excuse why we can't at least be in the Club World Cup final. Like, yeah,
wow.
like we haven't played these teams
I
before.
keep saying it's gonna depend on the draw. Like we're gonna win our group stage games, but as far as the draw, if we come up against Man City, bye bye, we're going home.
We can
If we
beat them
come up against PSG, bye bye, we're going home.
in those teams
Hold
before.
on, wait. Now, Rodri's back. Rodri's back. Relax.
if,
So,
Rodri's back.
so
if we
what?
come up against Real Madrid,
Okay,
nights, we
We
had a
can
good
beat
run.
them.
If we come
okay.
up against Atletico Madrid, it's
We
over.
can beat them. We can beat any of these teams. None of these teams scare me. Maybe if you said,
It's not
My,
that
s-
they. It's not
my squad is back.
these
Okay, don't
teams,
worry.
Look, it's not that they
The
scare me.
flogging that
I
we will
just
have
don't
for you.
think the squad has the motivation to keep it going. We're gonna use everything in the tank to beat.
On a side note, you do know Club World Cup is here in the States, right?
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I'm
dude.
saying. Like,
So, bro,
it's
we
not
can go and
Champions
watch a
League
team
where,
get flogged in, in,
no,
in real
what I'm saying,
time.
it's
Let's
not
wait
Champions
for a knockout round. Once we know where the knockout stages are, because I'm not going to any of those group stages. Once we know the knockout stages, then I'll be like, all right, we can go to this, we can go to there, blah blah blah. But
That's why I'm saying
it's
that it's
calm
not
right now. It's just calm.
it's not like we got to go to Siberia or Ukraine's backside
It's
or
gonna be
Belarus.
either ATL or New
Yeah,
Jersey.
as long as we don't play at the University of Notre Dame. Everywhere else,
We're not. We're not. Don't worry. We're not going back there.
The stadium is not
I'm
big
not
enough.
afraid of any of
We're
these.
not going back there anytime soon.
We've beaten all these teams before. Like, I don't get why you, like, say, I'm so
We
scared
don't have the motivation to win that. I'm just saying.
of them before.
It's not. It's not that I don't think we can win. I just don't think we have the motivation to win it. We don't have.
Motivation,
We don't have
motivation,
the motivation to win that. But
motivation.
like I said, it's gonna depend on the draw. We'll see. We'll see who we get. We'll see
Josh,
who we'll get. I'll have to reevaluate what the
Josh,
team is. It's 2 weeks from now.
if we're gonna win it, I don't think the draw is gonna matter. We're gonna win it either way. That's all I'm saying.
All right. On the face of that confidence, now we've officially reached the end of the podcast. If you've been with us up until this point, as always, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, your family, all that good stuff. And as always, we will catch you on the next one. Next one, they'll be discussing Europa and Euro Conference
The final.
Yeah.
and Champions League final.
And that will probably be our last one. We might pop in for Club World Cup, seeing how that goes. But just take this is our penultimate episode, and you might get some extras before season 4. So thank you.
All right.
Like, subscribe, please. Thank you.
Peace.